Oh, I'm gonna take the bus because it just stops right outside my house, so it's awesome. Oh, that's my stop. Why didn't the bus stop?
Hi, welcome back to a new student talk. I'm here with my favorite international students. Guys, introduce yourselves.
My name is Bob from Nairobi, Kenya.
Hey, I'm Annie from South Korea.
Hey, I'm Siddharth from India, Mumbai.
And today we're going to talk about transport in the Netherlands. How do you get around in the Netherlands?
I will say my favorite is a combination of bike and train, and also you can also take your bike in the train, and how that's different from my country. First of all, you cannot take our bikes into like the train.
I do want to add to that, you can't always take your bike in the train. You don't know? You can't. You can only take your bike in the train after specific hours.
Off-peak hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Don't care, don't care, don't care, still don't care.
Okay, well, Annie and you, how do you get around?
So within the city, I always take my bike to university, to do groceries, to get to friends' places. But then if I'm going to somewhere outside, I usually take tram or trains. Actually, the Netherlands, that's the fact that it's so flat and the weather is mild throughout the year really helps when you're cycling, because back home it's much hilly and the weather can get extreme in summer and winter. It's not the best place for cycling. But also transportation, public transportation in Korea is quite much cheaper than how it is in the Netherlands. So like at the distance that I would usually take buses back home, I would try to cycle.
But guys, I don't hear cars. Do you guys not drive in the Netherlands?
No.
No?
Because at least as an international student, you have to, I think, pay around 2,200 and get like driving licenses.
I think it depends on your nationality. I can just change my license to Dutch license, but I'm not good at driving. And also I think it depends on the city that you live in, because in Delft, in city center, it's kind of hard for cars to go around.
Back home, because Mumbai has, I think, all types of transportations. We have monorail, metros, trains, buses. Most of the time I use trains over there because they are like super cheap. They're like 40 cents for an hour journey.
Oh, wow.
That's like super cheap, so I always used to prefer that because you don't want to get stuck in the traffic. But then for like a little like shorter to medium distances, I used to always use my motorbike or car.
Because we also have like the sharing scooters, like Go Sharing or the Felix. Do you use them?
I've tried it once, but I found it so scary.
Oh, really?
and also the moment we used, the first time for me, we got stopped by the police for not wearing the helmet. And you're not supposed to ride the Felix on the bike lane.
What seems to be the officer problem?
Which we also didn't know, but it was our first time. So the police were super kind, like, oh, these are the things that you should do and should not do. And I'm like, oh, okay. But in general, I'm just afraid of driving fast with cars or motorcycles.
If suppose it's not really accessible, I just like very cheap OV feeds from the station itself.
You use your OV chip card for the bike.
Yeah.
How can you use the Felix?
Every bike has their own app, so you can just log into an app, put your licenses over there, and then you can just take it.
Okay, and for the train, you need the OV chip card. But it's a bit of a process to get it, especially for internationals. I don't know how it goes for you guys. Can you explain it to me?
So first, when you are new here and when you don't have a BSN number or like your housing, like when you're not settled down, you can get this anonymous OV chip card and any stations or even in supermarkets. So you pay, I think it's like €7 per the card. Then you can just use it anywhere for trains, trams, buses. You just top up and then use it. But then there's this personal OV chip card which you can use for getting discounts. Yeah, or renting a bike.
But with these cards, even if you don't have to top up them, because after every month, the money gets deducted from your bank account. So it's super easy and handy. There are so many subscriptions where you can take 40% off in off-peak hours. There are few where weekends are free.
Yeah, because that's a good one. The OV chip card isn't only for the train.
Yeah, it's for everything. Like you want a OV bike, yes. You want to get in a tram, bus, metro, name it.
Yeah.
Any public transportation, that OV card works the best, I would say.
But I heard that for the like local Dutch transportation, heard 9292 app works better.
If the train is late, Sometimes Google Maps shows, sometimes it doesn't. So always the most handiest one is 9292 or just the NS app. So the NS app actually just gives you scheduled proper ones, and it can tell you, okay, it's 5 minutes late or 10 minutes late, and then you can like prepare accordingly.
So with bikes, I think it's important to know all the rules on the road, like the signs or like the signal that you give, or if you're going slow, you have to keep cycling on the right side. So I think these small things, it would be nice to look up before you actually get onto the road.
But there was this one time I had like a lot of IKEA bags when I just came here, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna take the bus because it just stops right outside my house, so it's awesome. And then I'm standing there, oh, that's my stop. Why didn't the bus stop? So always press the stop button when you want to stop in the buses. So if you want to travel somewhere really, like to some places, there's many discount apps. First is there's a website called Spoorwinkel by NS.
Spoorwinkel.nl.
That's really nice actually, because it gives a lot of discounts where it can give you day tickets and everything, which are relatively cheaper than what you would just directly tap your card and go. If suppose you're going with a group, so if you go with I think 6 or more, 6 or more, then you can take group tickets, because it would just cost you like €8. So go in groups, find groups to travel with, and then it could become very cheap for you.
Yeah, nice one, good one. Well guys, thank you so much for the tips, for the tricks. I think the viewers will be very happy when they arrive in the Netherlands. We'll see you in the next video. Bye!